It's a little confusing on the interface, but thanks a lot, and Happy New Year to you as well. I
Okay.
wanted to ask about two programs or possible programs that seem to be kind of in play. One is in Kenya. It's reported at least that a $1.5 billion program is getting near. There seem to be a lot of issues. There's the Paris Club, the sort of re-raising of taxes, at least as I understand it, and maybe it's reported, and I'd like you to confirm or deny, the IMF asking for greater public debt disclosure. Could you say, I understand you can't get ahead of what are the issues from the IMF's point of view as to Kenya? And on Costa Rica, there it said, like, if there's no program, there's no plan B. That's like a big headline over there. But what is the status of the talks that began January 11th, and what's the IMF's thinking about the sale of assets and other issues? Where does it stand with Costa Rica? Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, Matthew. On Kenya, and on the status and possibility of an IMF program, we are in discussions with the Kenyan authorities on the possibility of a program to support the next phase of their response to the crisis. We had a mission there toward the end of last year and reached agreement in many areas. So that technical work is continuing. We hope that will lead to something being presented to our board for consideration in early 21. Clearly, Kenya continues to face an unprecedented external shock that will severely challenge the economy's underlying health and the policy path forward. We have actually, we are recommending a pause in fiscal adjustment this fiscal year to accommodate increased health spending and support for the economy during this shock. And we're also recommending continued supportive monetary policy response, as has been the case in Kenya. And then as we move beyond the crisis, it will be critical that the authorities resume the pursuit of fiscal sustainability, fiscal adjustment, especially now that the shock has increased the debt vulnerabilities, as you mentioned, Matthew. So we would be talking in those terms around about a reduction of the fiscal deficit through a well-balanced policy mix. That's on Kenya. On Costa Rica, again, status update. What can I say? The government did request an IMF program last year, again, to help fight the pandemic, put the economy on a sound growth path, protect the most vulnerable, and so on. I can tell you, Matthew, that an IMF staff team has begun virtual discussions this week, January the 11th, on policy priorities and economic plans that could underpin a potential IMF-supported program. And the staff team will be meeting with government officials, parliamentarians, civil society, the private sector, and academics. And again, discussions began this week, and we'll update you as those discussions progress. Thank you for your questions, Matthew.